Hey, good morning, everybody. So today I wanted to come on here and make a video for all you beginners about wholesaling properties. Now, this video is going to be mainly for beginners who don't know anything about wholesaling, don't know what it is, and just want to invest in real estate properties. But this video is going to be mainly about people who want to invest in real estate properties the fastest and the cheapest way. A lot of people really don't know about it. So what really wholesaling is finding properties below market value and signing it to or flipping it to another investor or another cash buyer. Now, if you're doing this with a team, it's a lot faster. But as far as my experience, and that's why I'm giving you the inside scoop of how to get these things if you're doing it solo, meaning that you don't have a team and you're just out here in your area or neighborhood, trying to look for properties to flip. Now, this is the 5 steps I'm going to tell you is actually the fastest way to do it, because if you're trying to go out here and trying to get all these properties on your own by yourself, it's going to take a lot of work and it takes a lot more time. So what I'm trying to do is share with you the ways that you can get these properties a lot faster and for a lot cheaper, rather than trying to just go out here and just do it solo and trying to get these properties on your own, whether it's driving on wheels or going around looking for abandoned homes and things like that. That takes a lot of time, because you have to do all your research, trying to find out who the owner is. It takes up a lot of time. So this 5 steps I'm going to share with you is the fastest. So number one, the first thing is you want to do is you want to create a LLC, and this is the LLC that you can actually go online to your state revenue department and create. Um, you can name it anything you want. It can be Ryan and Brian LLC. It could be, your name LLC. Any Painted Homes LLC. Anything like that. Once you have that LLC, then you can go to step two, and I'm gonna come back to the reason why you got to develop that LLC first, because that LLC is what you're gonna actually use to assign to your cash buyer or your investor that's actually going to get the property from you below market value. And you have to have that. Well, I'll get into that later. So the second step is that you want to develop a cash buyers list. This is after you develop you create your LLC. The next thing you want to do is you want to develop your cash buyers list. And this is a list of the investors that you're going to flip the property to. So you can go on any type of some good websites to look at is connectedinvestors.com. Another one is you can go on to section8.com and go to the landlords section, because I think you got to click on there and it'll show you, contact landlord. But be careful with that, because some of them don't want to be contacted. You can type in, you can Google like "we buy houses," and a list of investors or cash buyers will pop up in your area. Um, the other one I just mentioned was connected investors. That's another good one. And so once you go to all these sites and you develop your cash buyers list of at least 15 to 20 investors or cash buyers, so these are the people that you're going to automatically show the property that you get under market value. You're going to send them photos of the property, tell them about it, explain to them what it is, how much it's for, what the repair cost is, all that stuff. So you want to develop that early. So that's the second step. And then the third step is to locate your title company. Now, you have to call a lot of your title companies where you live that you're actually going to utilize, because a lot of them don't do what they call um, assignment closings and double closings. So when wholesaling, you have to do assignment closings, and what that is where you get a property under contract that you're going to buy from the seller, and then you're going to go around and shop that around and hand that to a cat or transfer that to a cash buyer or another investor, and then you'll accept a small assignment fee whether it's 6,000, 10,000, 15,000, or more, for just transferring over or signing that contract over. Now, the reason why you have to develop your LLC, but you want to make sure that you don't, when you develop this LLC, you don't attach any kind of banking account, because this is the LLC that you're going to transfer over to your cash buyer. So you don't want any of your personal banking information or even a banking account at all associated with that LLC, because you're actually assigning that LLC to the investor. And once that investor signs the contract, they become the new owner of your LLC. So you don't want to have your banking account associated with that LLC. And the reason why is because they would own your banking account. So you don't want them having, you're owning, all your assets in your bank. So you just go ahead and just make sure that you don't attach or link any of your banking accounts to the LLC after you sign your LLC. Because one of the reasons why is because the reason why you have to create your fillable LLC to another that you're going to assign to another investor is because in a clause, when you work with realtors, they won't allow you to assign your contract. So you have to assign your LLC instead. And so that's the reason why you have to create your LLC. Okay? So you want to make sure that you call your title companies up and ask them just straight up, hey, I'm an investor, I'm a real estate investor. Do you do assignment closings or double closings? And they'll either tell you yes or no. But you want to make sure that you call the ones and make sure and get the ones that do the assignment closings, because if they don't, then you're just going to be wasting your time. So you want to develop that list of the ones that actually, your title companies that actually do the assignment closings. Okay, so that's step 3. Step 4, you want to use another website called flipstersoftware.com. And this is a software where you can get a pre-approval letter that you're going to assign or that you're going to give to your realtor. And this is pre-approval letter is just something that, kind of like a prerequisite saying that you have the funds to actually buy the home that you're going to get under contract. And so you want to. This website is very quick and easy. And when you get on there, I think you have to pay like $100 a month, but it's really worth it because on the site you can develop a pre-approval letter yourself and just put the address in the property that you're gonna get under contract, and then put the amount that you're buying it for. And then once you put that all in, it'll spit you out a pre-approval letter. And this, like I said, it's I don't know if I mentioned this before, but it's a soft approval letter. So this is the letter that you're gonna give to your realtor to let him or her know that you do qualify to get the house, but it's not necessarily a hard approval yet. The hard approval letter to show the actual funds that you actually have the funds available to get that property, you're going to get that from your actual cash buyer or your investor. But before you do that, you would have to have already assigned your LLC to your investor. And then they'll give you the deposit plus the hard approval letter that you're going to get. So once you have that done, then that's when you actually want to contact your realtor. That is but you have to do all 4 steps first before you even contact the realtor, because the realtors, they really move very quickly. And what you tell them is that you're a real estate investor and that you looking to buy some properties and invest in some properties, and let them know what you want, but you let them know that you're interested in getting properties that are off market, not the ones that are on market, because it's the ones that are on market that you will find on websites like Zillow and Redfin and other websites like that. Those are on market, and those are very hard to really get below market value. And it's going to be really, really hard for you to get a cash buyer or investor to invest in that property because it's already on market. So you want to tell your realtor that you're interested in getting properties that are off market. But if you develop if you develop a good relationship with your realtor, it should go pretty smoothly. But you have to make sure that you follow the first 4 steps that I just mentioned to you before you even contact the realtor, because they move pretty quickly. So that's actually the fastest way to really get a house and find a house, because they already know, realtors already know what properties are off market, what properties are on market. They have all that in their files and all that stuff, so they can move pretty quickly. And that's the reason why I was saying earlier that I mentioned earlier in the video, is that if you go that route, it's a lot faster than trying to do things solo. You only want to do things. You only want to go that route if like there's high demand, like there's like everybody's selling their house and everybody's going into foreclosures, a massive foreclosure, and across the country. Then you can you can just go just about anywhere and get a property under contract. But if you want to do it faster and you don't have a team and you're doing it solo, then you want to definitely get with a realtor, because they'll be able to get the properties really, really quickly, as opposed to you doing it by yourself and you're trying to go out here and locate properties and get properties under contract below market value. It's a lot harder and it takes a lot more time, especially if you're going around your community or where you live and looking for abandoned homes, and then you have to contact the owner. It's a lot of work, and sometimes it just comes into a dead end and you just waste a lot of time. If you go through a realtor, it's a lot better, it's a lot faster, and it's a lot more valid, because they have the properties that they know are off market, or that you can actually buy. So if you follow those 5 steps alone, you'll be able to get properties under contract very, very quickly. So like I said again, this is just for people who are just beginners and that don't have a team, and they're just looking to um, invest in some properties and flip from some properties over to some cash buyers or some investors. So it's just to help you out. If you go, I have a link below in this video that you can check out some of my guides. I have everything written out of the 5 steps that you're going to utilize to execute getting these properties under contract. So I hope this really helps you guys. I have other guides that you can get that you can download on my site. Just go to entrepreneurmindset.net. It's ENTRE and then mindset.net. And so you'll be able to download all my guides. And the guide that you want to download on there for this video is the wholesaling investment guide. So I hope this really helps. You can leave your comments below and subscribe. See you in the next video.